It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. The Cubs find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Michael McKee gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now at the plate, Adam Greenberg having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. The 1-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Not to right there.
At the plate, J.C. Embry comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
Yeah, and here we are several weeks into the season, and this guy has been absolutely killing the ball. I think he's got a chance to be near the top in home runs when it all shakes out.
100% agreed, D-Row. When you get this late in the season, he's not doing it with smoke and mirrors. This guy's off to a great start, and I expect it to continue all season long.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there, because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a move over to first. Runner back standing. Armstrong leads off first with 1 away. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Striding in, Freddie Santiago. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
This is the way you want to start the game on the offensive side of things. Teammate puts himself in the scoring position, and you're able to bring him home with a gapper. That's the kind of thing that gets the whole lineup excited to put up some numbers.
At the plate, Ryan Buckner. He swings and grounds it to short. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
The second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. First pitch on its way. Line drive, base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Boy, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. One ball, one strike to count. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Cronin is after it, and the throw to first ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Cubs lead it 3-0. Justin Steele gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Into the box, Michael Jordan. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
The count now at 2-1. Now the pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting second, the left fielder, Manny Morales.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. To the plate now, Manny Morales, as he'll take a look at ball one. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Ready with the 1-0.
2-0. Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now a throw over, back in standing. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now the 2-0 home.
Hey. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. A runner at first with no outs here. Three balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Sent on the ground out to second. One there. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Stepping into the box, Mark Drake. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, kicks and deals. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Stepping in now, Michael Black, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes in with an average of 265, 11 home runs, and 36 RBIs. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
High in the air out to center field. Greenberg is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 3 and the Reds nothing. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ball game. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself that this one was going to get shut down at some point. But you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table. Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Here it comes, 1-0. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Nobody out, runner on first. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Standing in now, Adam Greenberg. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home. That's popped up. Mets in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Runners on first with 1 down. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Line toward right center. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Pete Armstrong swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. First and second now, 1 man out. Now a splitter's in there, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Pulled toward right center field. Jordan is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, the shortstop, J.C. Embry.
Digging in to try it again, J.C. Embry. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And not in time as the second run scores.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Brendan Gonzalez enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Into the box now, Freddie Santiago, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Two out here and a runner at second. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
Ready with the 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Cubs are on top 5-0. Ready now, Jim Jolly. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
He's set and the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. A runner at first with no outs here. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
So now to the plate, Howard Cronin. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And a scaling attempt to the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
In now, Ken Gerald. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 2 home runs and 15 RBIs. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
1 out, nobody on. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
The pitcher, Brendan Gonzalez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
The 2-1 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Jordan.
At the plate, Michael Jordan. arm set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Santiago will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. But the Reds do push across a couple on this two-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 5-2. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Ryan Buckner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. Hops this one up. And that'll get down for a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
At the plate now, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Hopped up. Mets over to his right. One down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Ryan.
Striding in once again, Jimmy Grimes. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
1 ball, no strikes to count. In there, 1-1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around them.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're still out in front, 5-2. bottom of the third now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Manny Morales.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now, Mark Drake, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now back, second baseman, Michael Black.
So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Michael Black. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Hit hard back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. Standing in now, Jim Jolly, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. 2 out with the man at first. That misses. 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Two balls and a strike to count. Count even at 2-2.
He's going.
Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, the runner did get a good jump from first, but the man behind the dish had a great shot of nailing him. That is until he launched his throw into center field. He won't be happy with himself about that throw.
Two outs here with a runner at third. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Reds leave one. They trail 5-2. all set for the start of the fourth, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Justin Steele.
Justin Steele.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Steele is hitting exactly 200. Not really what you'd call a point of pride for him.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Now to the plate, Adam Greenberg. He singled his last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The 1-1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And there are two away now.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Into the box now, Pete Armstrong. First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Cubs lead this one 5-2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Claude Metz comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball in.
The 1-0 home. Metz, a Kentucky-born ball player, is normally at shortstop, although they've got him playing third base here today. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Into the box now, Howard Cronin. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park, just like he did back in the second. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Here's the pitch.
Down to 3-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Hit high and deep out to left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and it's a 5-3 game now.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Into the box, Ken Gerald. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 2 home runs and 15 RBIs. The 1-0 home.
1-1.
Bouncer up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in, Brendan Gonzalez. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. That's popped up. Buckner is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Reds claw back just a bit on this solo home run. We played 4. It's the Cubs 5 and the Reds 3. Ready for another shot now. J.C. Embry. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
1-0 the count. Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. It's a swinging strike.
2-2.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. A leap at the wall, but forget it, it's gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 21 for him on the season, and it's now 6-3.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
So now to the plate, Freddie Santiago. As he'll take a look at ball one. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Now the 1-0. 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 22, Ryan Buckner.
So digging in now, Ryan Buckner. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jason-JP.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In the air now, out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
In now, Ben Zobrist, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Reds 3. Standing in, Michael Jordan. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Oh, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
The pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. 1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. The 1-1 home. To short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Next for Cincinnati, the left fielder, Manny Morales.
At the plate, Manny Morales, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And now a pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
3-0 the count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. The 3-1. Fastball too high, ball 4.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mark.
Ready for another chance, Mark Drake. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Outside, 2-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now batting, second baseman, Michael.
Digging in now, Michael Black. First offering on its way.
Outside, that's the ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-0 pitch.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
To the plate now, Jim Jolly, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. line. That's a base hit into left field. 1 run is scored. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it 6-5 now.
Now batting.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
At the plate now, Claude Metz, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Not close. It's 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
From the belt, the pitch.
Nope, outside.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Here's the 3-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 in the third. Not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Julio Teheran was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Howard Cronin will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Hit the other way out toward right field. Santiago is there. Let's see if they test it. And even with 2 outs now, they decide to hold that runner at third.
Now batting, right fielder, Ken
Coming to the plate now, Ken Gerald, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. He's set. The 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
1-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking beat.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now a 7-6 game.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Dero, after being down by 1. Big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
4 runs here in this half inning. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 5 innings complete. The Reds lead it 7-6. Tony Cingrani will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Number 52, Tony Cingrani.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next to hit is the catcher, Jimmy Grimes.
Jimmy Grimes.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Gerald moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The pitcher, number 49, Julio Teheran.
Sammy Sosa will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For the Cubs, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
A ball and no strikes. He'll enter play at .313. 14 homers and 38 runs batted in. The 1-0 home.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
Here it is. The 3-0 is in there for strike 1.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Popped him up. Jolly is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Adam Greenberg. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope, upstairs. Ball.
2 out, nobody on. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've obviously had a lot of success in terms of pushing across runs, and a big part of that, in his opinion, has been their pitch selection. In this game, they've swung at pitches outside of the strike zone less than 15% of the time, meaning the vast majority of their swings has been at pitches that they're more likely to handle and hit hard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Billy Palmer enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Michael Jordan. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The batter, the left fielder, Manny Morales.
So stepping in, Manny Morales. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now here it comes. Line drive to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mark Drake.
Stepping in now, Mark Drake. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Strike called, 2-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Kipnis. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Reds go down quietly. They'll try and hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Leading off the inning, Pete Armstrong, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Cue shot here out towards short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, shortstop, JC Embry.
Digging in and looking for more, J.C. Embry already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off speed or the breaking ball.
A ball and a strike. A 1-1. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Ball 2.
That's inside.
Two pitches fouled away. Now here's the pitch.
Full count.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Now batting,
Stepping up now,
the right
Freddie
fielder.
Santiago.
Freddie Santiago.
From the stretch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Black onto the grass. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cubs are
it's
down in
time
order,
for the
trying to hold him in the field now. It's 7-6.
Red.
In now, Michael Black. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Michael.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Now a move over to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. A dive, but he's back. Yet another check on first. And the fans don't like this at all. Standing in now, Jim Jolly. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
So now to the plate, Claude Metz, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
0-2 count, and the pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box, Howard Cronin, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. And he misses with it. 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Ken Gerald would be next. Popped him up. Buckner has room in foul territory, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Cincinnati as they still cling to a 7-6 lead. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Carmen Jimenez is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Roger Casilla will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Leading off the inning, Ryan Buckner, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hops this one up. Jolly ranging into shallow right, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The second baseman.
Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Here now the 2-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Bases are empty, one man out. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. He pulls this one into right, and Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. In now, Ben Zobrist. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second.
Number 8, Chris Hand.
The 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Zobrist is quickly approaching 200 career homers, looking to inch closer here. And now the runner's trying for third. Strike called. Now the throw down. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Hit on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Grimes.
Now at the plate, Jimmy Grimes, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a ball 1-0. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1 pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees. The men on third with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. The payoff pitch. Hit to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the tying run is in to score from third.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
In there, 0-1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
Ready with the 1-1. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
He's set. The 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Payoff pitch on its way. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Fouled away. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. He's set. The payoff pitch. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Ready with the payoff pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible. But that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Adam Greenberg. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Looking to minimize the damage here. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Comes set, the 0-1. 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
2-1, here it is.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are tied 7-7. Little is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 43, Luke Little.
Jesse Padilla will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Digging in, Ken Gerald. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The right fielder, Ken.
First offering on its way. In there, strike one. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
At the plate now, Roger Casilla, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers, 26 RBIs. And he lays off for ball 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-1. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
To the plate now, Michael Jordan runs up and gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. This remains a 7-all tie. Brad Naquin will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. All set to start the 9th in this one, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Pete Armstrong. First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Now batting, J.C. Embry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, and it's even at 1.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
And it's 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Scooped up on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Freddie Santiago.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Freddie Santiago. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike. Ball, that's in.
From the wind, the 2-0. Now ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Here's the 2-1. Line to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Dero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the opponent.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. And they swipe the tag on him, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We're all knotted up, headed to the bottom of the 9th, as the Reds will try to walk it off. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Manny Morales. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Fastball well outside. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Mark Drake waits on deck. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Mark Drake.
So striding in, Mark Drake. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Popped up. And there's out number 2.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Digging in once again, Michael Black. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Stepping in, Jim Jolly. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. Just keeping him close. And again a throw, and the runner back safely. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
He's set. The 2-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Willie Gill will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 33, Willie Gill.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Looking at his career totals, Gill is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Comes set, the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped right off our home plate umpire. And with no time to react, that is tough duty back there. Let's hope he's okay. Ready on 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball after this. Robert Lewis takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Robert Lewis.
We are into extra innings, and next it'll be the switch hitting first baseman, Ryan Buckner. And the pitch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut, and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting.
The next Cub up,
second baseman.
Jesse Padilla, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set and the pitch. This one's down to third. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now batting.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
So in now for Chicago, Ben Zobrist, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Softly hit toward the hole. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still tied 7-7. Howard Cronin will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Into the box now, Ken Gerald. 1-0 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
So a full count now.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. And he lays off ball 4, so now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
So striding forward now, Roger Casilla. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Now a look and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back. The 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Now a pickoff play at second and a dive, but he's back in there. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Popped him up. Buckner onto the grass. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Jordan.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ronnie Wickert is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
For the Cubs. Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 0, Ronnie Wickert. Now playing third base and batting 9.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Michael Jordan. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. And it's 1-1. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Reds leave 1. This remains a 7-all tie. Eleventh inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Jimmy Grimes.
Jimmy Grimes.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The 1-1 home. It's a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Three and 2 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And there's the first out to begin the 11th.
Up next to the Cubs, the third baseman, Marcus Semien.
So coming to the plate, Marcus Semien. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0. Oh, and this ball is raked deep down the line in left. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And he misses. 2-1. All even now. 2-2. Here's the pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
3-2 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adam Greenberg. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Called strike. A good pitch down in the zone.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Runner back safely. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Pitch popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. That's popped up. And this will land foul. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Pete Armstrong, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder. J.C. Embry would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here's the 3-1. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied 7-7. Bottom of the inning now. And digging in is the outfielder, Manny Morales.
Manny Morales.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Up next for Cincinnati, the shortstop, Mark Drake.
Now at the plate, Mark Drake. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Padilla moving to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Michael Black.
Standing in, Michael Black. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. First offering on its way. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. 1-1 the pitch.
Oh, that's just out.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Into the windup. The 2-2 pitch.
We got 3-2.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 11 innings in the books now, and we are tied 7-7. Rondell Carlisle gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
Number 25, Rondell Carlisle.
J.C. Embry will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
J.C. Embry.
Now here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Carlisle has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Popped up. And there's out number 1. A note now from the folks in programming. Due to the length of our contest this afternoon, our afternoon cooking program, In the Kitchen with Scott Rohde, will not be seen this afternoon. Ladies, don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Freddie Santiago. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Ryan Buckner batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1 and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. That's popped up. In there, a base hit. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Still tied 7-7. At the plate, Jim Jolly.
The first baseman.
And it's fouled away. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. This is line to left. Again, a nice clean base hit, his third of the game. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
Going to be interesting to see how they play this. Deep into extra innings, and now they've got the winning run on. Old school would probably bunt and move him into scoring position, but that's not an automatic decision these days. We'll see what they do.
Miles Leggett come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Miles Leggett.
below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. The winning run is at first base. The 1-0. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but this will get foul. 2-1. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. And look out as this runs up and spins him out of the way.
Even though that wasn't a fastball, it's never fun seeing a pitch come right at your head. Your first thing is to dive out of the way. It's not to see if you could see the stitching of a slider and decipher whether or not it's a fastball.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Now in the box, Howard Cronin. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Sliced hard on the ground, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only 1 away.
Right fielder.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. The 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And no call on the screwball there, so the count moves to 1-2 now. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Hit on the ground toward the left. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We'll play as long as it takes. Still tied on MLB Network. Lincoln Veras takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning.
Number 15, Lincoln Veras.
13th inning ready to begin, and standing in as the switch hitting second baseman, Jesse Padilla. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Sito Suzuki will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 24, Sito Suzuki.
Go ahead run at first, nobody out. The 1-0.
2 balls, no.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gerald will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Grimes.
Digging in, Jimmy Grimes. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
You know what, Matty? I think it's so tough for a lefty to stay tucked on that slider, to keep his front shoulder in and be able to recognize it and not get beat with the fastball.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And another throw over. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Standing in with the bases loaded, Adam Greenberg, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
This is a tough spot in the game right here, but when you're a veteran pitcher and you've seen these kind of situations throughout your career, you step back, you make quality pitches, and you trust you'll wiggle your way out of it.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. To second for one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat, but that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Settling in now, Pete Armstrong, and their runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. With runners in scoring position this season, Armstrong is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. The set and the 1-1. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Now a throw over. Don't want to forget about him. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The set and the 2-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. And now this crowd finds their club behind the 8 ball here as they don't want to wind up on the losing end of this thing. Cubs lead it 8-7. Thomas Nicholas enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings.
Nicholas.
Into the box now, Roger Casilla. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Pitch on the way. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Standing in now, Michael Jordan. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance 1 for 6 on the ball game. Now the 1-0.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch. He's outside for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit back up the middle, reined in, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the left fielder, Manny Morales.
Stepping in, Manny Morales. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. The Reds down to their last strike. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fouled off. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hmm, 99 that time, as he's only able to chop this ball foul off to the right. The next 3-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. The catch is made, and the Cubs will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's a sweet win, especially on the road. They took the lead in the top of the 13th and held on to it in the bottom to secure this win.
A close one. 8-7 is how it finishes today. The Chicago Cubs slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Ronnie Wickert earns his third win of the year in relief. Thomas Nicholas wraps it up for the save, his 28th on the season. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.